Max Copeland, from Montana to Mizzou.
Hell yes.
How did you wind up here? I mean, you look like, first of all, not to offend you, but you look like you could be a mountain man.
Yes. Well, I am a mountain man. That's where I hail from the mountains. You know, this I can't tell you how I got here. I've been summoned here. I truly believe that. I've been led here, and I feel like I'm fulfilling a destiny coming to Columbia, Missouri, playing SEC football. I feel where I am where I need to be right now. You know what I mean?
All right, let's talk about first scrimmage. It's intense. You're trying to make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
The first thing I notice on the sideline is you're coming over, you're high-fiving all your line mates, but you're laughing. I think I heard you make a comment of, I guess I'll just sit over here on this end by myself. I mean, real loose and free. But then you get out on the field, and you could hear you from downtown Columbia. How do you turn up that intensity? And I mean, it's just a part of your motor. Talk about that a bit.
Well, I think a really important. I mean, it's a dualistic nature of football. You have to have flexibility and you have to have intensity. You can't have one without the other. The flexibility is big because stuff happens, man. I mean, you get rolled up on, bad stuff happens. You got to roll with the punches. But at the same time, when the fur's flying, you got to get ready to go. And when it's time to be clanging pads, you better be ready to go to war. And that's why I love what I do, man. I mean, I'm the luckiest dude in the world. I get to go out here and you know do the things that I do, man. And it's important. It's also important as a line, because we got to be a fist, man. If you loosen up at all, you could break us apart. And it's important that we all have that kind of intensity. I'm a little bit more vocal about it, but all 5 dudes I line up with, we all got that same intensity.
You had a chance to work with the #1 line. What are you trying to get out of this fall camp, and what are your goals now as you head toward the start of the season?
Well, #1 is eating. I got to make sure my weight's up. That's big, man. I'm just shoveling meals every 2 hours, man. Lots of sandwiches. But technique-wise, this is a huge camp for me. Footwork, hand placement are really my biggest emphases for sure. And that's one of these things that between now and September 1st, I've got a descript list of what I need to do to become the best possible player that I can on Saturday night on September 1st. And each day I'm hammering away. It may not be perfect, but I got a little bit closer, and that's the biggest thing for me is fundamentals. So I mean that's what'll make or break you in the SEC is good fundamentals.
Talk about your studies and what you're doing here. Gary Pinkel said you're a pretty bright guy too. He said if you added up your IQ with the rest of the coaching staff, you're probably smarter than all of them.
Man, no, I think that's a little too generous. No, I'm studying physics right now. Keeps me out of trouble. It's interesting, man. And I figured when I got here, if I'm gonna be going to school, I'm gonna go to school, man. I'm gonna learn some cool stuff, and yeah, and it's less smarts and more just working hard and rocking and rolling, because you can't do all your rock and roll in the weight room. You got to hit the books every now and again too. So,
would you consider yourself a free spirit?
I would say I'm the epitome of a free spirit, sir.
Absolutely. All right, give me your impressions of the SEC.
The SEC is a great conference. It's a great honor that we got accepted in the SEC, and we're all so excited. Each day we wake up, we see that SEC sign in the complex, and we're ready to go. We're fired up because it's a great conference. I mean, great competition, and with great competition, that's when stars are born, and that's when the rock and rollers come up and show who you really are. And gosh, it's fueled so much intensity in our weight room and out here running, and now in practice, we're all looking at each other. SEC football, baby, let's go. I can't tell you how energetic everyone is about this move to the SEC. It's an honor, and it's damn exciting.
Well, rock and roll and physics, a rare combination here in Columbia. But hey, best of luck and thanks for your time.
Awesome. Hey, thank you, brother.